So before starting the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for further updates.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So after a long time, I have decided to go on the simulation part. So in the previous videos, we have covered the basic knowledge about the CAD modeling. So you can model your any model of any object and try it for simulation. For first, we are trying to make static structural simulation. So I have opened my ANSYS workbench, and for the first time we are going to use static structural simulation. Then click on the static structural window, and here you will get this type of dialog box in which you have some information like engineering data, geometry, model, setup, solution and results. So here is the engineering data. When you right click on it, you get an option of edit. So here by default it selects the structure as structural steel. Sorry, the material as structural steel. You can add more material, or if you want another material then you can simply add by just going in the engineering data sources and add any different material by click on the plus sign, and this will automatically come in your outline of schematic engineering data column, where you can suppress one and select your material as you want. So here we select the structural steel as default, and here is the second option of geometry. So for ANSYS, or basically for the static structural simulation, you have to take your geometry file as the parasolid format, or you can take it in IGS format. So I have already modeled a file of beam-like structure in parasolid format. You can easily make a new geometry by going in the design modular. So when you click on the design modular, it appears as starting design modular, and it comes as red. So here is the design modular. You can simply revolve, extrude, and create your component in this. But for the this simulation, I have already designed a structure. I am going to import this and browse. Here I have in the screenshot column my file. So I click on the open, and it will automatically detect the geometry, and here is the right sign. Now you have to go in the model. So click right click and go in the edit option. So it will start in mechanical. So it is busy now, and now it's open. It takes some time. Basically it depends on your laptop or system configuration. If your system has a good configuration, then it will not take so much time. So here is some options. For the sake of simplicity, or for the first time, we just take the basics. So here is the mesh. Mesh will do that. By generating the mesh, this body is going to be like into the pieces. Like there is small several structures which You can assume it as a main domain, or by by clicking on the mesh, you will get the subdomains of this main domain. So right click on the mesh, and here you have insert method. So you have to just click on the body and geometry apply. So when you applied, it changes its colors to blue. So and here also right text appears. Now also add the sizing, and again click on the body, apply, and here you have to select the element size. So like for this time I am going to select the element size as 5 mm. So if your system has good configuration, then you can select more lesser size. Mm, uh, I want to clear something that if your mesh size is smaller, then the results are quite a good. So try to make mesh size as small as you can, because it will produce not only good results, but also your simulations skills are improved. It takes so much time to generate a small sized mesh, so I am taking this as big size. Now, what you have to do, you can explore more options like contact sizing and other options. Now, what you have to do is generate mesh. It will take some time, depends on your system configuration. So after completing the mesh, here is the right tick appears, which means that the mesh is correctly formed on the object, and you can see that here is the small subdomains, or you can see here is the small triangles formed at very small distances, or you can say that this is a structured formed over the entire body. So here is the our mesh completed. Now what we have to do is to take some boundary conditions. Go in the static structure, right click, insert, and here is some boundary conditions you can take. So first of all, for applying any force, pressure, or any thing like movement, you have to first to provide some fixed source or fixed support boundary conditions. So I am going to take a fixed support, and here you can select the surface edge and point. So I am going to select the face, and I am selecting this. You can select multiple face by pressing the control. Here I have select 3 and 1, 2 and 3. So I have selected six faces. As you can see here that in the geometry section, we can see here is the six faces. So the fixed support is correctly enabled in these boundary conditions. Now what we have to do next is to click on the force. You can take any or other thing like acceleration, pressure, but for the simplicity or not making the too large video, I am taking this as force. You can explore more. So for force I am applying this at here, and click on the apply. Here is the option of magnitude. So you have to take your magnitude in newtons. So let us take it as 5000, and you can here, as you can see, the direction is of force is in the upward direction, that is positive z. You can change the direction by simply click on the direction and downward apply. So you can change the direction. Now this force is applied in the negative z direction. So for the boundary conditions, I have enough boundary conditions. You can explore more. Now what you have to do is, for solution purpose, you can insert the stress tool or deformation. Let us take total deformation, or let's take strain and equivalent von Mises. Let us take stresses, von Mises, and one more thing I have to take it as fatigue tool. You can take fatigue tool, and from the fatigue tool you can select any of these things like life, damage, safety factor. So I am taking the safety factor, and simply you can right click and uh, click on the solve. It will take some time to solve the mathematical expressions or the differential calculations behind this structure simulation. So it will take some time depending on your configuration. I am pausing this video. So as you can see, it will take some time. Let us finish this and we will show you something different. So here the solution calculations are over, and you can go in the total directional, and here you can see how your body is going to be deformed when you applied a 5000 Newton force along the face you have selected. For the clear view, you can go in this option and select the no wireframe. So you can get this contours where the red mark shows the maximum deformation and blue mark shows the minimum deformation. Here is the result scale. So you can select the undeformed or 2x. Basically 2x means that it will multiply your results twice to show you better. So let us take it as auto scale, and for if you want how your body is going to be deformed when a pressure is applied, so you can check the animation by like clicking on the animation. So as you can see, when you apply force, your body is going to be deformed in this way. So I am stopping the simulation, and here is the printed preview where you get your report. And here is the report preview where you can get your report from the ANSYS, and here I am going back in the geometry section. So you can try more options like a cylinder with some deformation or a cylinder with some internal pressure. So you can try more and explore more with these simulations. You will definitely got some new experiences. So thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and like the video if you like it. Thank you.